A public speaker, but I hope I did all right. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. So here's your MC.
A round of applause. Okay, so next we will be introducing our breakout session, but before that, I would like to introduce Miss Ebony Davis.
Hey, y'all having a good time? Lots of good information. All right, so we're going to do our breakout sessions now. If you look at your name badge, you have a colored dot. You should have red, orange, and yellow. Does anyone have any other color besides that? What color do you have? Purple? Okay. What color do you have? Green? Okay. You two go to yellow, okay? So, red and orange groups, I need you to go right across the hall. You'll go right that way. Wait 1 second. And yellow, when you came in, there was some seating to the right. I need you to go out this door to the right and you'll sit there. That'll be the yellow group. Now when you get to these rooms is where we will have some discussion. And in each group, you will have a leader to transcribe and take your information. And one of the panelists will be in your groups as well. So be open and ready to speak, and we will meet back here shortly. Red, orange across the hall, and yellow to your right. Thank you.
It was kids here asking questions, right? What were some of the things they were asking?
So the one thing that Mr. Kevin wanted to make sure that this is youth-led, so some of the questions they were asking were involving bullying, how to handle peer pressure, how to handle trauma. Our youth are pressured with a lot of things these days, so they were just asking our opinions as a generation older than them, how to handle those things.
This summit is something we got to do.
Well, first, and the summit is a part of a series of events, community engagement events that we do annually. So this is our second annual youth summit. And of the three-part series, the youth summit is the one that we want the youth to lead. So they're involved from the planning to the execution to the final reporting. So the inspiration is about solving community problems. And we know that violence is one that we're all concerned about. And we just believe that young people who live and breathe this community, they're on the streets more than anybody. They see more than anybody, whether it's at home, whether it's in the schools. So we know that they have ideas about solutions. And many of us don't have a chance to formulate because we haven't studied the problem close enough. So I believe when it comes to solving problems, you got to really know the nature of the problem. And we think our young people really understand it a lot better. Getting them to share what they think is our opportunity, and we want to take advantage of that.
Do you hope that this eventually will lead to a catalyst of getting more young people like Elijah, what a well-spoken young man, and also Derek Mitchell, you know, those kind of people more involved in government, more involved in speaking with police, more involved in being the foundational solution.
We think that's a direction that our community is already engaged in, with young people. So people like Derek Mitchell and Luana Hatter that are part of local government, they're advising the mayor, they're advising the police chief, they're working with communities. So that's certainly a part of it. People like Elijah who are here working with the University of Louisville, Violence Reduction, Resource Center. So absolutely, that is a direction. And you know, the young people of today are the future of our community. So we've got to engage them now in the solutions because really we're helping them to plan their future. You know, we want to bring quality of life for everybody. So the young people here can help to shape the future and be a part of the solution planning for that. It's up to us as power brokers, as leaders, to receive that information, act on it, and make the kinds of policy and programmatic and any kind of change that's needed in our community. It's up to us to make it with the information that we give them.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And what we may do, can we just get, Tony, I'll do one little shot of the group, this meeting group.
Yeah.
So can we get,
Yeah, over in the other room.
I just need a little bit of
Hi, friend. What's your name? Oh, hey, that's your sorry. Okay, on the end now, because I'm being like which one? Future. Well, everybody has to
The question was like why youth should never give up. What we have down so far. You guys were right over there.
Well, we know that you'll never know what you'll get further in life, and they said you never know what you'll become at the end, and you're too young to give up, and God's testing you to see if you are going to give up, and then you don't want to live with what ifs and regrets, and we're working on what did you tell me to write?
Pushing beyond what you're capable of.
Ever ran in a race for track and field? Have you ever got to the point where you felt like you were so tired not going to take the step, but something pushes you and automatically kicks in and you finish?
Now yell at y'all. That's a. What's your name? That was good. What's your name?
Don't you think like if you were to give up, you would be
What about y'all? Most of the they think you see more activity.
If you're that person that, you know, can make everybody smile and stuff like that, and like, you know, not everybody's gonna like you, that's life itself. But, you know, you could also like make it a mission in your life to be like, okay, I wanna make at least one person smile today, I wanna brighten up someone's day. You know, that's a good way to, you know, bring people together and make everybody feel a lot better about themselves. Question 2, how can teachers, parents, and other peers support the youth in the community? Someone said that parents, just as us as teenagers, parents could listen more. Because I know parents are kind of like, parents are kind of like, they feel like, you know, they've gone through that, and it's true, they've gone through a lot more than we have, they'll have a lot more wisdom than we do, so it's good to look to them for guidance and stuff like that, and, you know, if you have a problem, to talk to them, but at the same time, some parents feel like they know everything, so if you have a problem, they don't really listen to what you say or anything like that, or they kind of dismiss you, and, you know, it's just, as parents, I feel like they could listen more of what's going on in our lives, and, you know, make it a mission to feel like, okay, how is her day today or something like that, you know. Teachers could not show favoritism. Like, I know there's teachers out there that are like, oh, I don't do favoritism and stuff like that. Everybody's equal in that class, but then at the same time, they, you know, still show favoritism and pick certain people and stuff like that, or pick on other people and they don't even know they're doing it. And another way would be to reflect on yourself. Reflecting on yourself is a good way because you don't know if you could be a problem. You know, some people, it's not always just other people. Like, that's some kind of self-centered. Like, there's also something that you could be doing to make people not want to, you know, you come up to a problem, you want to talk to somebody, but then they become standoffish and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to, you know, talk to this about this because a problem might occur. A good way to avoid that is to, you know, self-reflect and be like, okay, am I the situation? Am I the one that's causing people, you know, not want to talk or do anything like that?
Good job.
All right, Team 6. This is the last group.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Jaya. I was part of the yellow group, and we all discussed some questions that was given to us. But we have 3 representing the questions today.
Hello, my name is Josh, and I want to talk about our first question, which was, what can we do to decrease violence? One thing we talked about the whole is that think before you act, which means think about the consequences before you do anything. So when something happens, you shouldn't always react to it. You should either think about what things you can do and what made the other person do what they did.
Hi, my name is Jayla, and I'll be representing question 2 is how can teachers and parents
support you in the community and other peers. We all feel like teachers need to start talking about more real situations in the community and things like that, because we are constantly negatively influenced by social media and music, and I feel like they can raise awareness so we can help encourage and help fix those problems.
We got one more question.
So the third question is, why youth should never give up. We all said because whatever situation you go through, there's always a greater outcome. You have to push through because you have to tell your story. If you give up, then you can't tell your story. Somebody may have the same situation as you. They may come to you for advice, and they can't come to you for advice if you gave up. So you have to keep going so you can tell your story. Also, whatever you're going through is not temporary. Like, it's not a permanent marker. So you're always gonna be able to come out of the situation. Which means if you have to look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I'm not gonna quit, I'm gonna keep going, and do it.
Yeah. That was our last question.
Next up, why the PRC program? We have Mr. Auburn Williams.
And insanity is the world's mentality. I try to close my eyes and dream, but can't escape reality. Ghetto living's got us blind, but we cannot see. The world around us grows, we stand still like trees, producing no fruit. Only babies with no clue to follow in our steps to gain no respect. We got dope fiends, alcoholics, pimps, players, and ballers. Sellouts, fake brothers, and thugs, what we call us. Seeking definition to define our spirit man. The spirit man lost to find that I paid the cost. I deserve much more of what life has in store. So I think about heaven, the only true blessing. This may be too deep for some of us to see, but the reason we don't achieve is because we don't believe. We stay locked in slavery instead of showing our true bravery. Instead of using that gift to encourage, we're using to discourage and break another apart so easily does become an art. You can look at me and kill my dream because you have no self-esteem. My brothers, my sisters, material things ain't it. Jordan don't care nothing about what we could do before the rent. I resist the destruction, that's why I keep cussing. Our guns keep busting, we're down over nothing. I'm hard, you hard, on the inside we both hurt. Suppressing our fears from my childhood years. Been working my past, but our strength still lasts. If we reach out our minds, true life will find. Yeah, we poverty stricken and we want rich living. But guess what? More dead homies is all we ain't getting. Living under pressure, being black can be stressful. But if you stay true to self, you won't feel no lesser. This ain't doing this, you might be riding on 22s. If you use your best tool, the things that come to you. Yeah, mind is your ticket. Don't use to serve the devil. You feed your plan lies to keep you on this level. I'm speaking from experience, going low self-esteem. I was starved for creams. I take my ghetto family's dream and step on the block with a bag full of rocks. 5 years later, I found myself bleeding non-stop on the same curve where I grinded and hustled for respect. Because guess what? While doing dirty work, my soul got neglect. So don't test yourself, don't test this world. Just do what's right in your life won't twirl and take you somewhere you never thought you'd be, like 6 feet deep, but maybe pay attention. Hold on to what's true, I'm talking about you. Love the picture in the mirror, even if something is through. Because they can't judge, they can give his opinion. You only got one life, make sure it's worth living. Don't fall into the trap, homie, but give yourself that, homie. And know that you can make it with God, not a strap. Don't take these words of saying, just throw them to the side. It's a street knowledge of wisdom that you would ride. Amen. Let me show y'all. Got one star right here. Y'all see that? Those for y'all. One on this side where the bullet went in, that was for y'all. Then one right here where the bullet went in. And then one on the other side where it came out. I got a slice down my stomach. I got another one down low. And I got some more scars. I got probably about 8 or so all total. See the only one that's visibly out. But I got scars for y'all. Why are they for y'all? You tell me. Why are my scars for you? Is that a trying to give respect? Good answer. Anybody else? Tell me how my scars for you, bro.
I think it's hard for us trying to represent, what happened to you, trying to stay away from that.
You ever heard somebody say, if somebody see somebody jump off a bridge, are you gonna do it too? You never heard that before? If you heard that, raise your hand. That's what I'm talking about. I already been shot. I already sold drugs. I've already been locked up. I ran away from home. Got kicked out of 5 schools. I did it. Doesn't work. Gets you nothing. Makes your life hard. Guess what? It don't matter if you were abused, molested, neglected, mistreated, unloved, unprotected, not guided properly. Guess what? It don't matter. Because life don't stop. Guess what? You still got choices and responsibilities. Because all the stuff I just listed happened to me. I had every reason to step out on that curb with a sack of dope. When I came home freshman year from middle high school, I said, Mama, can you start picking that for practice? Because I lived on 32nd. Back to me on 32nd. That's where I'm from. 32nd, all of them. All of them. Feel me? Whites, the whole stretch. But guess where we at? Guess where my homies at? Rest in peace, Mike Bland. Rest in peace, James Bland. Rest in peace, Lil Chris. Rest in peace, Big Town. Rest in peace, Elijah. Rest in peace, Ball. Rest in peace, Dave R. It's just a few from 32nd. It's just a few. It ain't counting Victor, my homies from Victor, my homies up east, my homies from Cali. I can keep on going. I'm only 39. But guess what? Just like I got these scars for y'all, they died for y'all. Some of the people I probably named might be your relatives. How did they die for you? Because we were ignorant, we were lost, we were blind, and we stepped out here and did it. Some of us didn't survive. I already jumped off the bridge, don't we? Feel me? I'm one of the very few survivors. We don't survive the streets. We don't come back from the streets. So yeah, I came home and asked my mama, could she start picking me up from practice? Because Mail was way out Preston. I got to catch 3 buses to Preston. You transfer to Broadway, you transfer to 19, you got to walk from 28 to 36. You got practice late, by the time you get home, you're hungry. Anybody greet you with a hug? How was your day? What'd you go through that day? What'd you go through that day? Did you get a hug at all that day? Did anybody tell you they loved you? Did anybody connect with you at school to see how your spirit was and how you might be doing, right? Because you might be sitting in the back chilling, but really there's some real stuff going on in your life. Did anybody connect with you to really find out? Did anybody that looks like you show you any love that day? They see your demeanor while you're sitting in the back of the class and like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with him with his attitude? He's always disruptive. They don't know what's going on with you. And ain't nobody in the facility that loves you or cares about you enough. So what happens? You probably clown whoever you're dealing with in the office. You clown them, right? Then what? You suspended. Then you get minor damages, huh? Now you're labeled. Maybe they want to put you on some medicine. Huh? Then what? Now they understand all this when you go home? Your peoples? People said they got to pass it all over you? Nah, because they was made part of the reason that all this happened in the first place. You with me? But guess what? Life don't stop. You still got a responsibility. You feel me? You still got a choice. You gonna say, forget it all, sell dope, nobody care, nobody love me. This ain't for me, this ain't designed for me, this ain't working for me. Mama won't pick me up for practice. Might as well get out here and get it. That's what I do, that's what I chose to do. Mama, when you pick me up for practice, getting home at 8 o'clock, I'm home, got homework. Does anybody ever to help me do my homework? Now, boy, you better do that homework, or else. But what about sitting down with me and engaging with me? What about showing me what it's like to endure the process of going through school and applying for college? How many people see somebody do that? You see anybody set a goal, stick to it in your household? Raise your hand if you have. See anybody persevere? Know what it's like to set a goal long term and have obstacles come your way and still have to persevere through it? You do? Keep that example because you're going to need it when the challenges come. But if you've never seen it, if you've never seen anybody endure this process, delayed gratification, huh? See, I didn't know anything about delayed gratification. So my mother told me no, she didn't know that my homie, my best friend, see, we was both broke, and me and my homie lived in the projects. This family, low education. You didn't have all the material things that we liked, right? His big cousin was in the game. We could see his success. So my best friend, he hopped in the game. He said, man, come on, black, let's get it. And I said, nah. I told him no. It's 10 minutes. I said, Mama, you start picking up for practice? She said, no, this is something you want to do. See, she didn't know I was already challenged with low self-esteem because I'm dark-skinned and that wasn't cool. Feel me? I'm straight from the local lands of my earth. Nappy. P as they used to call it. But guess what? I hated the way I looked. Because there was negative connotations associated with my skin tone and my hair texture. Feel what I'm saying? It's just a piece of it. Where's the emotional support? Where's the physical support? You playing ball, you hooping, you doing your thing, you want some support, right? Not just want, you need support. When you don't get it, then what? You feel alone. So my mother told me that I felt even more alone than I already was. And I'm like, forget playing ball. I'm not gonna catch this hungry and get this money. It changed my life. Definitely changed my life. First $20 I had in my head, an easy, quick exchange, changed my life. I didn't have to ask my daddy or my mama, and I had to bring home a great report card to get it. I had to do that. You said, get out here, have the courage to get out here on this curb as a baby. How many people are 14? 14. 14, young man. Stand up. It's probably about your size. Out on the curb with grown men. I already did it for you. See that? I already did it for you. So that means if you decide, little brother, if you decide to go shut the door, if you decide to go grab the strap, you're saying you're a fool. A lot of dudes in the grave already did it for you. We already jumped. Feel me? We was weak. We were misinformed. Misguided. You heard? That don't work. Not an option. Not an option. Right? Right? On what? Not an option, right? Right. So that's just sit in the back of the class because the environment that I'm from paints a certain picture about education. Like if you speak articulate, you're trying to get white. If you put on a shirt and tie, you're trying to like sound. What's he on? Looking all professional, sounding all articulate and whatnot. How many people want to Hawaii talk about what's up? You dig? Raise your hand. You get some trouble with something going on, you want that lawyer? What's up, family? How can I help you, my dude? You want me to represent you, cuz? You sure, bro? I got you, man. What's up? What's your situation? Huh? How many people want to be successful in what they do? Okay. How many believe that a sign of intelligence partly has to do with the way you speak? Does it mean you're trying to be white? It means you need to make money, right? It means you need to at least appear to be professional, right? Okay. But if you're stuck in a lie, then it kills you. If you're stuck in a lie, then it means that being a black man means you're a killer, you're a thug, huh? You done. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. If you believe. Not literally, sister. I'm just saying that's what we do when we believe in life. Nobody go home and grab their gun and kill themselves. Please. And say, you don't. No. What I'm saying is if you believe in a lie, you're already dying slow death. If you're keeping yourself from being successful. So I'm in the back of the class, little bro. You know what I'm talking about? I'm in the back and male children. But after I got shot the first time because my homie owed me some money, he didn't want to pay me, I beat him up, came back and shot when I almost died. And the light bulb clicked on and started learning history, started learning the truths about us as blacks, and what we've been through, what we've been doing, how my ancestors paid prices for me to be in the position that I was in. And so now, little bro, stay with me. I'm in the, used to be in the back, now I'm in the front. With a mouthful of gold teeth. Kicked out of 5 high schools. Male first, grades dropped when I started selling dope. Went focus on those schools. Went to Wagner next year, some dudes in my neighborhood robbed me. Couldn't get my hands on a gun, so I took a machete to school. Called me Black Jason, machete. In my wallet. Going to St. Dubuque, which is now Mount Daniels. People sitting out of town to Georgia. It's doing good, doing great. So I met some dudes that I could identify with that were like the dudes from my hood back there, right? Hooked up with them now I'm in Georgia selling dope. My uncle see what I'm doing, send me back out that way. When I moved to Georgia, I walked straight on the basketball team. Right? Guess what? When I got to Georgia, the teacher was like, wow, man, you're smart, man. Oh, we don't value intelligence. We don't value the ability to do great in school. We don't value it in the West End where I'm from. So guess what? I didn't value it. My parents said, you better make good grades, but they didn't show me the value associated with it. The reason I even go in here and bust my butt in the classroom. So now that I'm shot up, and God turned the light bulb on, now I'm at JCC in the front of the class with a mouth full of goals. Feel me? Mel Wagner, Eastern, helps me out of town, earns it, keep me out twice. Got my GED with the JCC. Got out of JCYC on my 18th birthday. I caught a whole bunch of dope again as a juvenile. Just started about trying me out of the dope. I got a break. Didn't change my mentality though. Sleep through that. Got out on my 18th birthday. And right back. Right back, right. A few months later, I got shot. So now I'm in the front of the classroom, I'm learning about Marcus Garvey, I'm learning about all these great black figures that I never learned about through my 12 years of public school. And I'm getting mad, 'cause I'm like, if I really learned who I was, my significance to society, the prices that have been paid for me, the prices that have been paid for me, homie in the red shirt, the prices that have been paid for me to be where I was, I wouldn't have been in this situation. I would have never sold drugs. I would have never quit. What was one of y'all's questions? Why don't you give up? Our ancestors never gave up. they didn't give up when they was marching, thinking about those coming behind them, getting hit in the head with bricks and bit by dogs, while they were trying to get us some quote unquote equal rights. Did Harriet Tubman give up? Nah, she was on a different form of violence. She's like, what? You ain't running. I'm a kid. Because you want to stay a slave. That's a soldier right there. She's like, I'm going for my freedom. You want to stay? I'm going to keep you now. That was a woman. And what did the king give up? He had a dream in spite of what he saw, in spite of what he experienced. Hello? Did he really see his dream? Did he? But did it come to fruition though? Huh? He saw it from heaven. But how does he feel about it right now? Knowing all he fought for, all he marched for, him and his constituents. What have we done with it? What have we done with it? Right? See, I got a responsibility, right? To this school year, shock your teachers. You know how you shock them? Now, you might have a science teacher, you might not. If you don't, sit up front. If you're black, you don't deserve to be in the back. There's too many fought for you to be in the front. For us to keep on scooting back, squatting down, acting like we nothing. Walking around, looking, acting like we nothing. But if you know the greatness that you come from, if you know the blood pumping through your veins, then guess what? It gives you the courage to stand up and do what they did. So when I got to JCC, yeah, I ain't allowed in the back no more. Homie, I don't look right up front because I got these goals in my mouth. But when you read his paper, I think, damn, no, you don't understand. See what I'm saying? It was no longer about the streets. It was no longer about me getting this money and shining, none of that. Nah. So I graduated from JCC with a 3.5. African American Student Excellence Award. Best English Student on Campus Award. And then I said, I'm going to go to Morehouse in Atlanta. People look at me like I was crazy, talk to me like I was crazy. Who do you think you are? Why don't you just go to your bed? Why you can't go to the biggest Mr. School? Because I'm from the gutter. Because they keep out of every high school because all my homies are locked up or on their way or dead. And I want to show us because I want to show myself. Then we more than that. Then we can do whatever we set our minds to do. Took my goals out before I got to Morehouse. Had to raise the money, had to step out on faith because I had 30 days to get $30,000. Who you think about? Where you get 30,000? Excuse me. That's what I'm talking about. You crazy. Some of the stuff that was said to me. So again, if you don't know who you are, if you don't believe, if you don't have faith, if you don't have encouragement, support, and guess what you do? Yeah, they right. I ain't go make who I think I ain't come out to stay right here in the hood. I'm be in the West End. Chill, do them. So I don't know what God's going to provide because I got the faith, I got the energy, I'm taking the steps. And I'm left with more money than I need. And every semester was a faith walk. Thank you, Ms. Board, for sending me the cash while I was in college. I forgot. See, we got the faith, I had the faith to step out on the curb. My mother told me no. Didn't it? Huh? I had the faith, it takes faith and courage to step out on the block. 14. I see how small the little is. It was me. I never grown. That took faith and courage. It took faith and courage too to step away from what people said I was, and who they said I was, what they say I can't do. Faith and courage. God bless it. I graduated from Morehouse, top of my class. molested, neglected, abused, kicked out of 5 high schools, JCYC, 8th grade, all the way through 18, let out on my 18th birthday at 12 a.m. with a mouth full of gold, got locked up several times as a young adult at 18. Do I look like that? Praise God. I know the things I've been through, I'm not unique to just myself, but I know everybody in this room can relate on one level or another. Right? Right or wrong? Right. If I can make it, am I better than you? Am I stronger than you? God loves me more than you? Boils down to choices. They come in today, it's Friday. It's Friday, right? It's probably on Friday, you gotta get choices, you know, people. Right? Fellas, what's a young lady you ready to engage with? Fellas, what is your homie? Just trying to get you to do whatever your dig might be. Right? You have other challenges. How you look, how you feel about yourself, who loves you, who don't. I feel like I ain't nothing. They treat me like I ain't nothing. I've been through this, I've been through that. Right? You don't gotta agree. But I know y'all feel it. All I'm saying is, number one, life, God allows us to experience certain things to prepare us. Because I wouldn't be able to stand here confident and boldly saying what I do in terms of you can make it if I hadn't already been through it. I wouldn't be able to say God loves you if I hadn't already experienced it. I wouldn't be able to say like focus, discipline yourself, success is in reach. In spite of what obstacles are there, in spite of what you see, in spite of what you go through in your home, in your neighborhood. Feel me? I wouldn't be able to say it if I hadn't already experienced it. That's why I say I'm taking all these stars for y'all. Because the only thing, see, young people remember the other day, a couple of young cats running home. I remember you do, one of you remember me from like a couple of years ago speaking somewhere. And nothing, he couldn't really remember. You know, and I'm like, so I always check when that happens. Like, what you got when I see it, right? I'm looking for application. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear I just got out, bro. But you said you heard me speak a couple years ago. Yeah, they made me kind of want to test it. They kind of made me want to touch the hot stove. Even though I already said it's hot. You still want to touch it. That ain't what this is about, y'all. This ain't about like, sometimes guys, we heard some stuff about my father back in the day. He took the basketball. My father was coaching basketball, taking to the toilet to the jail. And I remember cats looking at me, I had my hat on backwards, I had my swag all the way on. They like, one of them said, the ruler like, he gonna be here. I was like, yeah. My dad's an attorney and preacher. I'm like, yeah. I know what it means to be a black man. So I've been, my thinking about it has been distorted. So my daddy was in the game, guess what, being my big brother. We got different dads. Big brother's in the game. It's got a lot of different influences, a lot of different things to figure out. A lot of different influences, a lot of different things to figure out. You know, if you make the wrong choice, when you really know what you're doing and what you're engaging in, you might end up like one of the guys I'm working with who's paralyzed from the waist down. Like some of those people I've named are already in the grave. See what I'm saying? No matter what's coming at you, no matter what you're going through, you still got choices. Fellas, you gotta really look at how we define my manhood. How you define toughness. You know what I'm saying? There's just some dudes that can knock me out, little bro, but I'm tougher than them. feel what I'm saying? It's some dudes that they grab their gun and shoot me, but I'm tougher than them. So what I'm saying, y'all, is young people, y'all have to help us to begin to make a change. And the way you do that is by treating your brother and sister with love, in spite of. You go back to school, dude wants to fight you, you just look at him like you should. I ain't got time for that. He's gonna feel ignorant. If not right then, if we keep on practicing it, it's gonna stay. But we gotta change our culture. You can't keep calling on the system, hey, we need this, we need y'all to do this. We gotta fix our own problems. Can I ask you to help me fix my household? So on who? So on me, right? It's community in our household. Right? Who's gonna clean it up? Somebody that don't understand it? Y'all got a responsibility to self, to the community, to your ancestors. Y'all with me? We got a campaign going. I work for the University of Louisville now. We're doing a 3-year social norming campaign. It's our social norm that, look, brother, you got an issue with me? We got beef? What's the norm? What's the norm? Fight? Then what? What if I whoop you? And whoop you bad for all these young ladies, and one of them, two of them, we got the pressure on. What name? What's the norm? Run out of time, somebody else tell me. What's the norm?
They're gonna kill you. They're gonna kill you.
Mitch, me and you have a disagreement, what's gonna happen? We gonna fight. No, we ain't. Today. Not 15 years ago, if me and you have an altercation, what's gonna happen?
We're gonna talk. And it might take a third party to actually get us to talk. As far as separating us from each other and then we collectively come to talk. But at the end of the day, communication rules the nation. So now we understand it.
Are we gonna fight you in that? Are we gonna fight? Me and you. What we gonna do?
We're gonna do what we already did.
We know it's love, right? Period. It ain't about, bro, I'm harder than you. Hey, well, what's up then? You can't whoop it. Because guess what? I know my dude ain't the real enemy. I know Trinidad is not the real enemy. I know Derek is not the enemy. I know they're my brothers. I know he's my brother, even if you don't know it. I know it. So guess what? Now the way I handle situations, one day I was coming out of the store, it's the last thing I'm going to say. One day I was coming out of the store on 6th and Broadway. Used to be 3 brothers, I don't know what they call them. I'm rushing because I got to speak on the radio on United States about violence in the community. I'm coming from church. I'm dressed like it. Ready to store for something. I come out. When you pull in right there, you get blocked in. Right? About 2 or 3 times I had to rush. Dude comes down real slow, freaking his black man.
Tap number 2.
I said, hey, bro, can you speed up for me, man? I gotta really be somewhere. Like I said, we said, it challenged that part of me, that 30-second dude, you know, that I thought was dead. He was like, I had to be like, sit down. So it caught me off guard. What would the first respond? I said, you right, bro, take your time. He was confused. I think he felt ignorant. That's how we get about it. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you're dealing with. You gotta know your history, where we come from, how we got to this place. You got it? Because it didn't happen overnight. It's all been strategic. But all I want you to know is that you come from greatness. You are great. It's part of what you've been through. It's part of what you're going through. But you have to believe it. I want y'all to engage with us on our website, www.pridepeaceprevention.org. We'll be talking about this stuff. We're going to talk about how we got to where we are and how we move forward. Y'all going to engage? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Thanks, man.
Today is one of my favorite days in this work that I get to do. My name is Bonnie Lashford, and I'm other kinds of things. We raise the money to help pay things like this. We get to advocate for all of the work that you do. So today, I get to listen to your voices. I get to hear exactly what you wanted to say about the work that you were doing. That was important for me. So I want to say thank you for this time. I'm so glad that all of you came and all of you participated. I listened to several of the things that you had to say. We are going to take that information and we'll be writing it up. We'll also be taking it into as the board of directors makes decisions about what happens in this organization. So thank you again. Now, I'm between you and lunch, so I will let you tell us what we're going to do. Have a good day.
Well, we have received a lot of information today. I hope that you come away feeling inspired and ready for change. That is the main thing. We have to change our neighborhood, but it's time to eat. Y'all did your work today. I'm so proud of y'all. Make sure you tell Mr. Kevin Fields thank you. Make sure you tell Mr. Finn here on the camera thank you. Everyone involved with LCCC, please tell them thank you for this day. Please go and tell your friends. Take your time, get down the hall. You're going to go out to your left, get in a single file line, and get your grub on and party a little bit, and see how you feel.